This is it reminds me of like a moment where you're like, be subtle, like your crush is coming, you're on the other side of the room, but you want to be closer to that crush coming because they're like moving to that side of the room, but you need to be subtle about it. So you're like moving like that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeff. So in this video, we're gonna check out TGIF, Thank God I'm Fly by XG, the dance practice. I heard that they did do the runway walk on one of their performances for this song, and that is incredible. I refrained from watching those because I wanted to see it first on the dance practice, right? So it's a better reaction for you guys. But I'm not sure if they will do the fashion walk here. So I guess we'll see. All right, TGIF by XG. I'm gonna go watch it first, the dance practice, and then I'm gonna go do some analysis, some pausing. All right, let's get to it. Wait, hold on. I just gotta say right off the bat, it's so hard starting to dance with that, because it just smacks you in the face. The music, like you don't know when it will start. You know, like I don't know if they have a countdown on their in-ears or they're just like really waiting for that like first beat and then it goes, you know, it's a hard start. It's so abrupt. Oh, there are different angles. Hey. Oh my god. Wow. That was so synchronized. Of course, it's XG. See, this is how you do different angles and highlighting different angles of your dance. You don't have to move, just switch cameras. But like full frame, remain full frame. That's a cool drop. God, it's like a slow burn on your thighs. Ooh, that's unexpected. My God, this verse is so good. Hey. It's so different from Girl Gang. It's like a Barbie tribute with the outfits. Nice bounce. Hey. Wow. There's so much attitude in this dance. I love it. Hey. Wait, the X on the ground, that's maybe like a runway stage. Woo! Ooh, we got the imagery. I love that they don't need to be moving, but you have like details of like the camera work. Oh my god! Yeah, this is the runway walk. Nice. All right. Yeah, I would have been so upset if there wasn't any runway walk there, because the music is asking for it. This needs to be used by every single fashion TikTok, fashion reel, fashion related things should be used and become viral, you know? Okay, let's do a little bit of a dissection. Want exclusive reactions? On my Patreon, there are thousands of hours of reactions from reality shows, documentaries, concerts, albums, to survival shows, and many more. Enjoy more entertainment industry knowledge, affordable pricing, easy to read menus so you know what you can get on each tier, and just overall fun content. I cover many of the groups I already do here on YouTube, so you can be sure to find something you like. Link in the description down below. It's so different from Girl Gang because Girl Gang has a lot of hip-hop swag movements. This one is all about imagery. It's all about sass and attitude. And I love that. They're just so versatile. And you can tell that it's a hard start. Even at their level, at the pro level, it's so hard because the music smacks you in the face. And you really have to listen for that first beat. It's almost like you need to listen for that first half a beat so that on that first beat, you're on time. Because unless you have silent beats like on your in-ears, that's probably something that they could add if they really wanted to. They don't have to because, you know, this was pretty on point. But if they really wanted to, it could have some drums that, you know, give it 1, 2, 3, boom, first, right? Because sometimes we do that in a live performance. And I guess it helps that that first clap happens because there's like the bass. I feel like there's I feel like there's the bass and then the beat. Wait, let me listen to it. There's I don't know. Oh my god, guys. There's a kind of like a faint sound before that beat. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Listen to it with earphones. It's almost like it's very faint, but it's there. Yeah! Oh my god, it's there! It's almost like a small, very faint beat. Oh my god, that's very smart. That's how I feel like that's what they're gonna listen for. To kind of just like turn on the music and then boom. Oh my god, that's incredible. Yeah! Oh my god, listen to it. If you guys can't hear it, I don't know what to tell you. It's there. It's there. So yeah, so they didn't need to do that like the drum thing to get into it. They have their own signal so that they know when to start because this is a hard start. Because normally we have like, you know, a little bit to go before we start dancing and then, you know, you go on that beat. Oh my god, it's just the start and like there's so much going on already. So here it's all about stiffening and making sure that your angles don't shift. It's almost like it feels silly, you know, doing that. But it's about the imagery. It's not about you. It's about the imagery to make it whole, right? And then so to maintain that imagery, you got to really stiffen your arms to keep that structure. And that continues onto the bend, onto the next move. Here, right? Like, so you got to stiffen this like upper body so that you don't you don't become liquid. Because like when you go, even though you're going up and down, it needs to maintain like that arc needs to maintain like this. It almost has like a doll-like effect to it. Because, you know, for example, like you think of like Barbie dolls, you know, when you wiggle them around, like get them to sit, wiggle them around, like it's kind of like this, right? They don't bend. They move, but they don't bend. And that's so on theme because it's you know, fashion, runway, Barbie with with her wardrobe choices. Oh my god, the presents! I love that hop too. Okay, so how does she get there? I'm like so interested in their transitions. That's a cool transition. Like, how do you even come up with that? Because she turns at the back, and then they turn into this line, and so it's a great reveal. So this is what I was saying earlier. This is how you do, because a lot of the moving cams, I feel like, are done because to emphasize imagery, visuals, you know, those kind of moments. I feel like people zoom in for those visual moments, right? But this is how you do it. Because if you do stay in one spot, you know, like a static cam from the front, you will lose the details here. Because the angle and the purpose of the formation is towards, it's angular, right? It's towards the corner of the room, not the front. So this is a very smart move for them because they don't need to like, you know, shift and move and, you know, like go all weird and, you know, lose the feet. What they did is they set up three to four cameras, front and then on the sides, on the corners, so that when you go to this formation, you just switch the edit, which is really cool. And then you don't need to zoom in. You don't need to move around and lose the feet, right? Thank you, XG. Thank you, Simon.
So clean, still the scene, drip, pouring.
See, like I don't mind losing the details from the front. I mean, I'm curious to see how they're moving towards this direction, but that's a minor detail. Like this is a beautiful imagery nonetheless.
Scene, drip, pouring. 'Cause I'm a 10. I know, yeah.
It's almost kind of like, I don't know my eras. Is it like 80s? I'm assuming 80s, kind of like Whitney Houston, you know, I Want to Dance with Somebody, like that kind of outfit, that kind of movement. It's almost like Zumba like,
'Cause I'm a
but like
10.
with sass.
I know, yeah. You know what? Too high up. To give
Nice. Oh my God.
up, yeah. You know.
It's so simple, but like it's so interesting. Like, you know, these are simple movements, right? Of course, executed tastefully and amazingly. Simple, but executed amazingly. But like the level change, the shift, it's so cool. This is how you do simpler movements than what you're normally like, you know, the heavy hitting choreography. You make impressive transitions, you make impressive formations, you make impressive shift levels, dynamics. It just needs to look interesting, you know? It doesn't have to be symmetrical all the time.
Up to give up when BBS has got nothing on me. Want it, got it, flaunt it, I am cool.
Yeah, they're really utilizing the camera movements, which is great. And again, we're not losing details, you know? So first they're looking here, and then they go to the other side.
Want it, got it, flaunt it, I am queen. Please,
Queen, the crown.
blessings, look at my body. Wake up, look up in the mirror. TGIF. She
There you go.
then got them fly.
Hey, it's so effective.
Them fly.
Oh my God. The sass and the attitude, I love that. I think it's so effective because the drop is so good. I feel like if the drop wasn't this good, the simplicity of the drop may need a little bit more. But the drop is so good. The reveal of what TGIF means, thank God I'm fly, it just gives you the moments to really absorb what the hell just happened. And that's great. But I love the drop, even though it's so simple, you know, like you just kind of like shimmy around, but like it's a vibe. I'm glad that they were able to think of a way, because they're incredible dancers. And the thing about setting yourself up from that, you know, like coming out and like doing all these hard choreographies, people are gonna keep expecting it from you. And we see this happen all the time with K-pop. And then the minute you need a break from heavy hitting choreography, it's an art to find a way to create choreography and pick choreography, because, you know, we're picking choreographies from different choreographers, right? To pick choreography from choreographers that will still highlight the skills of your members. Because this one, sure, you know, it's not your like swag, heavy hitting, you know, competition level type of choreography, but it's fresh. It has a lot of great execution. It's in the aura, it's in the vibe, it's in the nuances of the movements. Just because a move is easier for them, you know, because they're capable of so much more. Like, have you guys seen the stuff on their documentary? Hello. They're not lazy about it. They're still putting like their 110% on that movement. Like their shoulder shimmy, there's still a lot of presence there. They're not suddenly gone because, oh my God, this is so easy in comparison to like, you know, what we learned before, what we trained before. No, there's still a lot of essence there of like an amazing dancer. It's in the stance. It's in the vibe of the dancer. If you guys watch Street Woman Fighter dancers, when they do like challenges or like when they do easier choreography, that kind of thing, there's still a lot of presence there of a dancer, you know? For example, like Aiki, when she does covers or when she does TikTok challenges, there's still a lot of like dancer presence there, even though it's a TikTok challenge, you know? So same thing here, is just their soul is dance. Look, like that Hello.
Think that I'm fly.
And like even that like that switch to the other side, there's still a lot of sass and angst, and that makes it so interesting to watch. You know, it's not just someone didn't just like go like that and then switched here. No, there's like bah, you know, there's like angst to it.
Think that I'm fly.
Then this one is a slow burn on your thighs. Oh my goodness. Look, it's because it's like,
I'm fly.
you know, it's slow. You're slowly going down. It's kind of like a slow squat, and that's always tough on your thighs. And then it's going in and out at the same time. And then you go, you do that. My thighs are burning for them. The first time you learn it, it will hurt for the first couple of days, but it will be a lot better the more you do it. But the initial shock, you know, if you don't do this kind of move all the time, whew.
Think that I'm fly. You call it cocky, I call it true.
This is really, really smart, and it's so simple, but it's just so unexpected because it's like, how do you even think of that for that, you know, for those notes or lack thereof? Because it's so quiet. So how do you make it interesting? It's like
Call
a
it true.
filling in the space, and that needs a lot of commitment to synchronization, like the angles, the feet, the heart up top.
I'm so Tahiti, hot and breezy, off the heezy on the IGYTTT. Fresh to death, my flying is best like heaven sent me.
Ayy.
God's my witness, the drips to take me. Ooh la la, my ladies, get your moolah. Ooh la la, my ladies, never cooler. All across the globe and not the soul.
Yes, we have a lot of slower movements, and then we suddenly get that like, and it's still so synchronized.
Ooh la la, my ladies, get your moolah. Ooh la la, my ladies, never cooler. All across the globe and not
And
the
it's so
soul.
clean, too.
Call me close when we show up. BBS has got
Hey.
nothing on me.
She's so pretty.
It got it, flaunt it, I am queen. I'm lucky, I'm fresh. Look at me, I'm blessed. Wake up, look
Oh, that snap on the blessed part.
at me, I'm blessed.
Hey, there's a kind of like, you need that snap to really establish that, which will really emphasize those movements.
In the mirror. TGIF. Oh, dang
Yeah, there's a bounce there, which is nice, and of course, because it's like an afterthought. It's like a vibration effect, and it fills in the space too because there's a little bit of drop there,
TGIF. Oh,
right?
dang
There's silence, and it's just so effective when they're just like a small bounce. So this one, it looked like the same choreography from the first chorus, but it's on the other side,
Think that I'm fly.
I think.
Think that I'm fly.
Wow.
Call it
The hop, they're really like utilizing their strong thighs. Because earlier they did the in and out, and now they're just like bouncing.
You call it cocky, I call it true. When I'm with my ladies, oh, the party don't stop. And we don't need no fire, cause we already hot.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm with my ladies, and the
Cute.
party don't stop. So we gon' bring the
Oh, there's a little bit of a hop there.
don't stop. So
There you
we
go,
gon' bring
right?
the fire, drop it like it's
There's like a switcheroo. It's just cool.
don't stop. So we gon' bring the fire.
Oh, it's not a switcheroo. It's just kind of like a bounce, like kind of almost like an attack to go forward. I actually would like to see that from the
So we gon' bring the
from this
fire,
side,
drop it like it's
from the other angle to see.
higher than the clouds, I am all that way up.
My God, just to go down, it's so full of sass.
Clouds, I am all that way up.
Hey, there's a head
I
whip.
can't hear the haters, I'm so loud. No, no. Sweeter than a chocolate peanut butter cup. Peanut butter cup. Gonna eat it up, 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 up.
Hey. Oh my God, look at this angle.
Gonna
How do you get
eat
it so synchronized? Look, it's so quick,
up,
and then it just like boom,
eat it up, up, up.
Drrr, boom.
Damn,
That's incredible.
then got them fly.
So this one too, in a moving camera, the camera would like zoom in, because that's the purpose of this imagery. It's the face, and it's also to fill in, because it's quite enclosed. It's to fill in these spaces because it's quite empty, right? So a lot of cameras would like zoom in so that you get all these faces. But like here, we really don't need to go so close up. It's still beautiful to see what kind of imagery they're doing, and it's effective too. Like their charisma is just so evident that like even though it's far, it's still there. You know, we don't need a full close up for us to see your star quality.
Thank God I'm fly.
Right?
Thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. You call it cocky, I call it true.
This one though, oh my goodness, what the hell?
Call it true.
This is it reminds me of like a moment where you're like, don't, you know, be subtle, like your crush is coming. Your crush is in the room. Be subtle about it. But you need to like move to get noticed, you know? You're on the other side of the room, but you want to be closer to that crush coming because they're like moving to that side of the room, but you need to be subtle about it. So you're like moving like that. I feel like it's hard on your hips, like on this hip. Because you're bouncing to it. You're picking yourself up. There's not a lot of support. It's all on your side. And then yeah, the voguing there. I'm like I'm so distracted by like what's going on behind, but like she does some voguing here. Hey, I would love for them to do like full-on whacking one day, like full-on voguing too, like kind of like together. That's what I'm saying, and extensively in a choreography, because I feel like they will nail it. This is the fashion show. Yes, queens. I'm just very excited about this group. I mean, above all of it, it really is the music, you know? It's amazing that they can dance really, really well, 100%. Like, that's a big thing. But if their music didn't hit as hard, I feel like I would not be standing, you know, that kind of thing, because I am more of a boy group stan. But because the music hits, the music video hits, they're creative, they're fresh, they're unique, their dancing capabilities insane, their verses are amazing, the flow is great, the vocal is there. What's not to like? Can't wait to see what they have for the title track. They've released like 2 incredible music videos, and now the title track, I think it's in September, right? These 2 music videos are already so grand that I'm kind of scared for the title track, because it's like, what kind of explosive do you guys have? Alright, thank you guys so much for watching with me today. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, do like and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, make sure to check that notification bell so you don't miss any content from me. And if you'd like to get to know more about me, do check out my Instagram, Threads, and Patreon down below.